Hello everyone, I am Dr. Priyanka Patil and I am a physiotherapist. Today in this video we will be talking about osteoarthritis. So what is osteoarthritis? What are its causes and what are its risk factors? This will be the gist of this video. So let's start. What is osteoarthritis? Nowadays, osteoarthritis is the major disease which is bothering maximum of the people worldwide. Osteoarthritis, in this, osteo means your bone, earth is your joint and itis is inflammation. So this condition is related to bone and joint inflammation. Let's see what are its causes. The first cause of osteoarthritis, or I would say how does it occurs, the first occurrence cause will be your cartilage related. What happens basically is whenever the two bony surfaces, that is if we consider your synovial joints, these are your two bones, or I would say the articulating surfaces. So whenever there is a joint movement which takes place, the bone starts moving. So in this, one bone has its articulating surface, whereas other one also contains your articulating surface which has your articular cartilages. The space between these two articulating cartilage is your synovium. Synovium consists of your connective tissue, your blood vessels, your lymphatic vessels, your type A and B cells. So what happens basically is there is a breakage or wear and tear of this cartilage, because of which there is a constant rubbing of these two articulating bone, and because of which there is a constant pain which occurs, and there is no smooth gliding which occurs between the two bones for a joint movement. So the first cause is because of the wear and tear of your cartilage. Therefore, this disease is also called as wear and tear condition. Let's see what is the second cause of osteoarthritis. The second cause is chondrocyte jaw. Basically, what are these chondrocyte cells? Chondrocyte cells are basically responsible for your cartilage maintenance. If the cartilage is good, there is a healthy chondrocyte which is found. So definitely whenever there is this breakage of your cartilages, there is activity of this chondrocyte which is affected. Now chondrocytes, how does it really affect? Let's imagine there is a trigger which is constantly affecting this chondrocyte cell. We'll be talking about these triggers after a few minutes, because these are the basic risk factors of your osteoarthritis. So let's imagine for the time being that constant trigger is affecting this activity of this chondrocyte cell. The chondrocyte cell is basically having a matrix around itself. So this matrix is basically your extracellular matrix which contains your proteoglycans and also your type 2 collagens. Chondrocyte is basically doing two activities, anabolic and a catabolic activity. As the name says, whenever there is a need, it forms also cartilage, it breaks down also cartilage. And there has to be an equal balance that has to be maintained by these chondrocyte cells. So whenever there is an imbalance which occurs, therefore the osteoarthritis occurs. So imbalance, how does this imbalance occur? Whenever there is a constant trigger to this chondrocyte, the activity is giving imbalance. So there is more of your breakage of your cartilage which occurs. That means there is more of your catabolic activity which occurs in the cells. More of breakage, and thereby there is this condition which takes place. So this was the second cause of osteoarthritis. The third cause of osteoarthritis is basically because of the inflammation. Now let's see how at the cellular level this inflammation occurs. As I spoke to you in earlier minutes that between these two articulating surfaces there is this synovium. So what happens is that there is this breakage of cartilage which is constantly happening because of triggers. This breakage of cartilages, they are shedding down into the synovium. Whenever they shed down into the synovium, what it does is it gives you an immune reaction to this breakage. This breaking of your cartilages into the synovium is also called as fibrillation. Whenever the synovium gives an immune reaction, it produces your macrophages and also gives an increased activity of lymphocytes. With increase in activity of macrophages and your lymphocytes, cytokines occurs. And as an immune reaction, it starts giving inflammation around the synovium, and therefore this inflammation around the synovium is called as synovitis. So we saw the three causes of osteoarthritis. First one is wear and tear of your cartilages. Second is chondrocytes, how does it affect? And third one is synovitis. Now we were seeing there are few triggers which is constantly affecting the activities of these cells at the micro level. The triggers are none other the risk factors of this osteoarthritis. The risk factors can be also classified as primary and secondary. Primary cause can be because of aging, that is, if it is more than 55 years, automatically there is a generalized wear and tear of cartilage that occurs. The secondary causes can be your any other inflammatory diseases, your most of the cases inactivity, obesity, or because of recurrent fractures can lead to osteoarthritis. So this was all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.